From the hallowed halls of lawmaking, let's move to the front lines. The National CERT is the focal point for the INCD systemic resiliency effort, taking a multi-tiered, proactive and reactive approach for incident response. I'd like to invite Lavy Shtokhamer, head of the Financial Cyber and Continuity Center. Lavy joined the INCD with rich experience in the Israeli banking sector, and I'd like to invite him to share with us the upcoming milestones of the CERT evolution.
Thank you very much, Roy. It's a good evening, I think. Actually, I was planning to walk around here, so crashed my plans. I see that you all are executive in your organization. I want you to imagine a place, an app, or a technology that could navigate you through the cybersecurity domain. Alert you when you're about to have an incident, notify you when you're about maybe to lose money as a result from cybercrime, and navigate you to the most efficient way to reach out to your goal. We at the National CERT, the next generation National CERT, want to be the ways for those organizations to provide a proactive approach and a proactive alert before the incident happens, navigate the organization to the right way, and as different from the ways, because I don't know if it's doing it right now, after the breach or the incident happened, also to help the organization mitigate and help them in mitigate the attack. As the engagement layer of the INCD, we're bringing the nation-state capability in order to protect the general public, from the critical infrastructure to the general public. Our 24/7 Security Operations Center, located at the city of Beersheba, at the southern of Israel. Our mission is to increase the resilience, to provide incident handling with a special IR team, and to coordinate between all the security agencies in Israel. As the word unique structure based on sectorial certs, we accelerate analytics specialties in each and every sector, that side by side with the ministry government, that bring us the business logic and the business continuity in order to build a holistic overview of the threats. The financial CERT, leading by the Ministry of Finance, and dealt at the past year for more than 100 of cybercrime attacks, present a significant ROI for the financial industry in Israel. The governmental SOC is monitor more than 10 ministry offices. The unique energy center is collected OT network, OT logs from OT network, and becoming to be a world leader in the knowledge of ICS and SCADA domain. Our NASA 24/7 Security Operations Center is operating 24/7 for the general public. A section for proactive analyze alert to the public. And last but not least, international cooperation. To cooperate with more than 60 international CERT, taking significant part of international delegation and forum, and to host hundreds of delegations each year, are part of our global effort to contribute to the international community and to be more efficient regarding cyber threats. Those are weekly numbers. More than 40 incidents a week, 20 proactive alerts internally in Israel and to our partners across the world. Incidents like vulnerability disclosure, phishing and corruption site, and because we're living eventually in a tough neighborhood, also with nation-state APTs. The CyberNet, which Udi mentioned earlier, is an up-and-running platform that we built in order to communicate ourselves to the general public and the big enterprise in Israel. With 400 active users and more than 40 weekly alerts that we provide organization to upload malicious file, for example, to share information anonymously within closed groups. For example, if a specific financial organization wants to share information with his other banks, he can share information anonymously throughout this platform, and it's anonymously even for us. During our work, we found that there are three main fundamentals for the work of the CERT. First, and most important, is the trust. Mainly because nowadays we understand that the reputational damage is the biggest damage organizations are facing. And we have to provide a trusted entity, a trusted environment, trusted technology in order to gather. The value of accurate information, mostly today when we're flooded of data, the value of accurate information is one of the most important things in order to be efficient dealing with cyber threats. And we have to think of a new way to automate it, everything, to be more efficient in invest resource in automated the information sharing from the organization and outside and with our partners across the world. When we're going backwards for the information sharing, we see that 20 years ago, the information sharing was mainly covered by regulation and maybe SMS between friends. Afterward, we see ISAC established. Think about it. Organization that was established only for the cost of sharing information. And of course, the WhatsApp, the instant messaging, that allow us to share information in closed groups. 3 years ago, I think, right, Adam? 3 years ago, the biggest security company started to establish amazing venture, like the Cyber Threat Alliance and No More Ransom, that enabled the biggest company to start share organization with information with one another. At the past year, we see different trends. We see a sectorial search that pops on in order to give a trusted, a very accurate VIP service to their customer. At the near future, we expect, in order to reach out those challenges, to see a new technology like artificial intelligence and blockchain in order to increase the trust, to increase the automation and the accuracy of the information that we share. I want to end with a quote of Mr. Chris Young, McAfee CEO, from last year's RSA conference, that says that actually he quoted Michael Johnson from the All-Star team. Yeah, so it's a quote of a quote. There is no place for stars. We must put our ego aside and coming together to deliver bigger outcome, not only for ourselves, but for the entire industry. Now I want to invite one of our closest partners, Ms. Teresa Walsh, Head of Global Intelligence from the FS ISAC. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Teresa Walsh. I don't have any slides, but I have Lavy slides. I just want to introduce myself because some of you might not know who we are. We're FS ISAC, which means financial services. all of our members worldwide are some sort of financial service. And we're actually in over 40 different countries. We have a user base in over 70 different countries. And we have altogether probably over 7,000 members themselves. What we're trying to do is nothing short of total business resilience, which is a humongous job. And we're very excited to have partners such as the Financial CERT in order to help us to do this. Because cyber is without borders, and we recognize that, and this is why we've been growing internationally as well. We have our headquarters in the United States, but we also have offices in London and in Singapore, and we have partnerships in places like Japan as well. So this marks a week where we've launched a brand new partnership with the Financial CERT as well, because Lavy has graciously offered us a liaison that's going to be assigned to the FSISEC, so we can start expanding that network in Israel as well. And the point of this is information sharing between our peers, between the financial services, so that we can better understand what the threat is, not just within Israel, but outside as well. Across borders that you can share with Australia, you can share with Japan, you can share with Brazil, you can share with all different types of financial institutions from different countries in order to understand the threat better, in order to work together to be more resilient for that threat. So we're very, very excited to see where this might take us in different places, and using the partnership in different geographies as well to help our less mature institutions, our less mature members who need that extra support in order to understand how to better protect themselves. And since Israel has such a huge center for innovation, I think that's going to be very exciting for us in the future as well. So we look forward to the relationship and working more with Karen over here. And if you have any questions, we'd be more than happy to answer them as well. Thank you.